Donald Trump is accused of showing no respect at Pope Francis' funeral. Pope Francis' funeral live. Pontiff is laid to rest in front of 250,000 mourners. Donald Trump has been accused of beaking the dress code at the Pope's funeral after he arrived wearing a blue suit and a blue tie. The strict dress code for the event at the Vatican dictated that men should wear a dark suit with a long black tie and white shirt. Jews' long socks, coats, and umbrellas also had to be black. Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky wore no tie, and Joe Biden also wore a blue tie. All three have been accused of showing disrespect, because the majority of world leaders were dressed all in black. The president, who sat in the front row of hundreds of foreign dignitaries and royalty, donned a mid-blue outfit, adorned with a pin showing the American flag. He paired it with a shiny blue tie. Traditionally, smart, dark outfits are worn out of a sign of respect, a practice adopted by many of the gathered mourners. In looting Sir Keir Starmer, Melania, sitting beside her husband on her 55th birthday, could be seen pairing a conservative black coat with a lace veil and gloves. It comes just 2 months after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was branded disrespectful by a reporter in the White House for not wearing a suit on a visit to the Oval Office. With reports claiming Trump was irritated by his attire, one onlooker, Alison Graham, slammed the U.S. premier, saying, "Why is Trump the only male world leader who is wearing a blue suit? Has he no sense of appropriacy? Shame on him." Another viewer, Sam, added, "How disrespectful, Trump is wearing a blue suit to a funeral." And a third, Madeleine, fumed, "Did he not have a black suit? At least a dark blue one. Where is the respect?" Prince William also drew criticism for wearing a dark navy suit to the funeral, although he met the funeral regulations with a black tie. The funeral dress code for the late pontiff asked that men wore dark suits, a long black tie, and a button of the same color on the left lapel of the jacket, where only Vatican honors can be placed. Women were asked to wear long black dresses, gloves, and a veil, with the only jewelry allowed being a string of pearls. Guidance from the Catholic Church states women must wear black. Closed-toe shoes, and Melania chose a pair of simple pumps for the occasion. She added an elegant black lace veil as well as matching gloves, and wore a simple, diamond-studded cross pendant. Patriarchs and cardinals were requested to wear their white damask mitres, while archbishops and bishops has to wear their amice, surplice, cincture, and red stole. It comes just 2 months after a reporter sparked a White House row over wartime leader Zelensky's dress. When he arrived in combat clothes, his choice of clothes since the Russian invasion in February 2022, the Ukrainian premier did not attend the Pope's funeral in a black suit, wearing an all-black combat-style jacket over a black shirt and trousers. In a sign of support towards Zelensky, before the meeting escalated into a tense war of words, Trump defended the president's clothing. "I do like your clothing, by the way," Trump said. "I don't know if you two like each other, but I think he is dressed beautifully. But..." The president's comments appeared to contradict reports that the U.S. president was actually irritated by Zelensky's attire. Advisors had urged the Ukrainian leader to wear a suit as a sign of respect when visiting the White House, sources told Axios. And when Zelensky first arrived at the entrance to the West Wing, dressed in an all-black outfit and jumper emblazoned with the Ukrainian trident, Trump appeared to mock him. "He is all dressed up today," the president said as he shook Zelensky's hand. The criticism by Glenn, who was one of several pro-Trump journalists invited into the White House press pool after the president's inauguration, was echoed by his partner Ms. Green. She wrote on X shortly after the exchange, "I'm so proud of for pointing out that Zelensky has so much disrespect for America that he can even wear a suit in the Oval Office when he comes to beg for money from our president." Others on social media also pointed out that when Elon Musk visited the Oval Office with Trump last month, he too did not wear a suit. The First Lady wore a solemn expression today and remained by Trump's side, with her attendance at the funeral expected to be crucial to keeping the peace between him and his predecessor Joe Biden, alluding to Melania's role at the funeral, which will also be attended by Ukrainian President Zelensky. He told reporters in Washington, "She's going to have a great birthday. She's got a working birthday." Mr. Biden, 82, was seated 2 rows behind Mr. Trump, who told reporters outside Air Force One that meeting the former president in Rome was not high on my list. Also revealed he had known that Mr. Biden and wife Jill Biden would be at the Basilica for the funeral. "Oh, He is. I didn't know, he told reporters on Air Force One. When asked if he would meet with the former president, Trump replied, "It's not high on my list. It's really not." Like Melania, the U.S. former First Lady, Jill, 73, also wore a black blazer and skirt for the somber occasion as she helped her husband down the steps of the basilica. She added a pair of black sheer tights and pumps, as outlined in the dress guidance, and carried a simple black clutch to the event. Jill also opted for a delicate lace veil to cover her head. Biden wore a black suit to the funeral but also opted for a blue tie. He attended the solemn event.